You can find the key to pacing your story or your plot in Emily Dickinson's poem 112. Success is counted sweetest by those who never succeed. To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. That is, for something like nectar to feel fulfilling and rewarding requires sorest need. To always have nectar means it will taste ordinary. To have deprivation of nectar, then to work through the sorest need to finally receive it means it will taste wonderful. Pacing in writing refers to speed, how fast or how slow we reveal a narrative unfolding. The key to pacing a story that feels fulfilling is to not give everything away at one time, to not give the character and the audience the nectar right away. In our plots, we write about our protagonist working, struggling, and succeeding toward their goal. So much of the story reads like a battle because the protagonists encounter obstacles they have to overcome toward their goal. Imagine a protagonist has no food in their house and their blood sugar is dangerously low. Their goal is to get food. Imagine the obstacles they may face on their way to getting food. Traffic, car issues, money issues, or the business hours of the place they need to get to. The feeling of release, the climax for this protagonist on their way to their goal, comes from the success of getting the food you need through the right tactics of overcoming the obstacles ahead of you. It's the moment when, through their sorest need, they finally get the nectar. To create a goal in which the climax feels fulfilling, you, the writer, have to pace the plot. You can't just reveal everything all at once. You need to set up why the disruption to a character happens, why it's significant, and why the obstacles sit in their way. Pacing is about finding the balance between setting up what needs to be set up and creating the moment of release for the audience. That means you don't want the story to only have battles and confrontations. It will read as overwhelming, and it diminishes the significance of the climactic battle. If the protagonist has confrontation after confrontation towards the food they need, then the final success or final confrontation feels less climactic. It feels more climactic to write a character who plans, who considers the resources they have, then inches towards the goal. You also cannot have a story that's all planning and chit-chat. It feels useless and aimless. A reader will ask, what was the point? To explain with another food scenario, imagine creating a 4 or 5 course meal. You want to have each course build to the main course. Each course is better and more fulfilling than the one before. You don't want to have one course, an appetizer, outweigh the main course. You want the eater to savor, but not take all day so the main course gets cold. We need to outline and plan the battles and the setup to the battles the protagonist will face. Understand the crucial take your breath away battles in your story, the releases, the significant confrontations with obstacles before the major release. Then break down all the components of the story's battle or release and figure out how the characters drew themselves to the battle. Walk back the path they used to come to that battle. Where did they begin? And what steps did they take toward that major climactic battle? To wrap up, a good way to think of pacing: be smooth, not fast. Find moments for the characters to breathe, think, and plan before they act, so when they do act, it feels substantial. Before you allow the protagonist to receive nectar, have them work through their sorest needs.